Hello, my beautiful followers. It is kind of nice day here. It is beautiful, actually. It's sunny, but it's a little chilly out here in the North Texas area. But I wanted to pop out here and just chat for a little while, in truth. I sat there today going, what am I going to talk about? And I've shared over the last few days in my lives that I've had just a lot of stuff stirring, some really freaking amazing things. I've had some beautiful openings, some beautiful energy, some massive moments of love and connection, and really just flow. And I woke up this morning and I was in one of those moments of flow and just really feeling good, but at the same time, I had this tenderness. Because with expansion also comes growth. Comes when we expand our light, we also expand our dark. And I have many things going in my life as far as people in my life that are really struggling right now, really going through some hard times. I've recently made a couple hard decisions in my world to go different directions in certain areas, as far as some relationships, things like that. And so I woke up at just a little tender, really a little tender, and then I listened as somebody close to me just shared a whole bunch of stuff that needed to be shared, and I found myself even more tender, just like really in my heart space. And so I sat going, what am I going to talk about today? And I was like, I should, and this is when I never do those topics, but I was like, I should talk about something sexy, sex and relationships, since I have orgasm camp coming up this weekend. And then I thought of uncertainty, because last night I had a beautiful walk with a good friend, and we were chatting, and she was sharing about the uncertainty in her life. And I have a couple other friends with massive uncertainty, like life or death uncertainty happening in their world. And then uncertainty about relationships, where they're going, lots of uncertainty. And so I came out here going, I'm going to talk about uncertainty. And then I saw, who will we be? Somebody there, I saw this little comment on a news post, who will we be? And that's really my message of the day. What I want to talk about is, who will we be at the end of this year? Who will we be next year? And who are we going to choose to be? There is so much uncertainty in the world right now. There is so much struggle and strife, and also beauty and bliss and positive things going on too. And so, who will we be at the end of this month? January 1st, who are we going to be? December 30th, 2021, who are we going to be? Who will we be? This uncertainty that many of us are dealing with right now is changing us. Each and every day we are changing. We are different people. Whether this is positive or perceived negative, we are all changing. We are every single day changing. However, oftentimes we change without any purpose or direction. Now, there are big traumatic events that will change us, and for those, yes, you do still have control over, who am I going to be in this? But there are moments in our life that we are just driven straight into left field. I guess left field's that way. But we are driven into left field, and we're changed. And these are quick momentary changes. But so many of us this year are changing so slowly. We're changing oftentimes in some ways for the negative. We're leaning into more negativity, more fear, more scarcity, and some people are leaning into the positive as well. Like, they're slowly changing. And the difference between these two is oftentimes the people who are changing and growing for the positive have made a choice. They're consciously choosing. They're going, who am I going to be? And who do I need to be right now to meet that person? Who do I need to be right now to get to be that person? Despite everything going on in my world right now, who do I need to be? Who am I at my very core? But I look around right now, and with the uncertainty, it is very much scary as people are getting drugged down by their shadow, their ego, their darkness. And to avoid these pieces is silly. It's silly. It is actually self-sabotaging. When we avoid these pieces of our lives, the pieces that go, or the pieces, like I said, I was tender this morning and I kind of wanted to cry. I still kind of want to cry. I just have picked up some energy today. But when we don't recognize these pieces of ourselves, the ego, the piece that's like, well, what about me? The piece that's jealous, the piece that is living in fear, living in scarcity. What if there's not enough? When we don't choose to recognize those pieces of us, what ends up happening is we fall prey to it over and over again. And then the next thing we know, we wake up one day and we are not who we want to be. We are a person we don't even recognize. And with all the changes, all the trauma, all the uncertainty, all the stress that not just those in the United States, but those all over the world are under right now, unless you choose, and I mean make a choice, a conscious choice of who you're going to be, you're going to wake up one day and go, who am I? Who am I? How did I get so out of alignment with self? How did I get so in fear, so locked down, so in scarcity? Our lives are a daily choice. And like I said, there are things that happen. Like I have some friends right now that are dealing with some things that I'm like, this is going to change these few people forever. Like no matter what the outcome is, the uncertainty, these people are changed forever and ever. Amen. Like they're changed. But even in those hard circumstances, we still have a choice. We still get to go, who am I going to be in this situation? I will be changed. I will be changed. However, how do I want to change? How do I want to move through this? How do I want to come out the other end? And above and beyond the trauma, all that stuff, there are so many blessings also going on. Like, it's a blessing. I'm sitting outside right now in this beautiful sun and just drinking my juice and having a pretty great day. And so we have blessings. And so who are you going to be in your positive? Who are you going to choose to be at the end of this year? We have a month. And in it's not quite 30 days, but in less than a month, we are entering a new year. And I want you to really think about it. What have you done this year? What have you done this year for the positive? Like, what can you be like, yeah, like I rocked that out. Like, I personally had an amazing 2020. 2020 was a really good year for me. And so I could be like, oh yeah, I rocked that out. I traveled, I expanded, I did all this growth work, I did all this movement. And then I can also look at some things in my world and go, oof, like that wasn't who I wanted to be. Did I grow? Did I expand from that? And then moving forward, looking at who you want to be in 2021. The fact is, I get it, you're uncertain. You might be like, well, I want to be, I want to travel, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Take away the material things. Take away the uncertainty piece, because guess what? At the end of the day, who you will be has nothing to fucking do with where you're living, what your financial picture is, any of those things. Who you will be is who you will be from a core level. And that's going to follow you no matter what. So that is my question. It's not who will you be as far as like what's your career going to be, who are your friends, what relationship you're going to be in. Who will you be at the end of 2021? internally? Where are your belief systems changing? Where are you choosing? Where are you choosing to lean into your shadow and recognize your pieces? And where are you choosing to lean into your light? Who are you going to be? Are you going to be a more complete person, or are you going to allow yourself to get drug off into anger, frustration, fear, scarcity, all of these things with everything going on in the world today? And especially, like, I know in the United States, if you're not in the United States, we are dealing with election stuff still. We're still dealing with, we've got the COVID stuff coming back. We've got just so much uncertainty. But we still get to choose where we're headed. We get to choose who we are going to be. I went to Arizona a couple weeks back. I went to Arizona. And I saw so many people that are so fearful of COVID. They were hiking with their masks on out in like nowhere. They're hiking with their masks on. They're huffing and puffing behind their masks. But they were incredibly rude. And I'm like, I believe everyone's got the choice to, like, if you want to wear a mask, like, feel free. Like, I think that's your choice. That is your choice for you. Even if you're hiking in the middle of the woods. But the people we came across were rude. They were quite rude. They would, like, jump off and they'd be like, guess what? I sat there going, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that is so in fear. I want to be that person that's like, okay, I'm going to take care of myself. Hi, how you doing? Have a good day. And have some personal connection. There was also this moment, like I said, I've done a ton of my personal work. And a couple days ago, I was just feeling really stirred. Really, really stirred. And my cat did something. I have a kitten. She's only like 6 months old, and she is into everything. Like, Christmas tree has like been redecorated like 6 or 7 times because she is just everywhere. Miss Ava Bell is everywhere, into everything. And she totally ruined a drink that I had bought. And then she was just everywhere, and I found myself being like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill my cat. But I had this moment of anger, and then people kept trying to talk to me while I was trying to write, and I found myself getting in frustration. And I went, okay. Is this really who you want to be? This angry, frustrated, pissed off person right now? Is this really who you want to be? Is this where you want the rest of your fucking day to go? Because I had a choice moment of, I did get frustrated with the cat. I put her in timeout by herself in a room with her toys and some food. I didn't like, but I was like, I need some space. We need some moments. We need, like, to learn that it's not okay to do what you just did. But I then put myself in timeout, and I went, is this really who you want to be? Is this who you want to be for the rest of this day? Because this day does matter. Today matters. And so I had to look at my shadow and go, yeah, I'm in ego, I'm in frustration, I'm in bitchiness. Who am I going to be? Who am I choosing? Who am I choosing here? What am I choosing? Because each of our moments, each time we choose to just dive into the shit pile, each time we choose to reach out and connect with somebody and love on somebody, these moments, each time we even have a thought process that we really dive deep into, these little moments really do make us. They make us. We are constantly building who we're going to be. We like to think we know who we are. And at your core, you should know who you are, but we're always changing. And so, again, my message is, who will you be? And so I want you to journal. This is your unleashed homework for the day. Is I want you to take a moment, and I want you to spend some time and get really real with yourself. Okay? Like, don't half-ass this, because if you do it, then do it right, and be really honest with yourself, and like love yourself for being honest, and maybe a little harsh with yourself, and truthful, but truthful and in integrity, and go, who will I be at the end of this year? Who am I going to be? And do I like that person? Do I like that person? Don't, and this is not like to go beat up on yourself, but it's like a true like outsider view of like, do I like this person that I have become? And then I want you to expand this homework, and then go, who will I be at the end of 2021? And go in and make some choices. Don't promise yourself the freaking sun and the moon. And again, don't go into the material things. This is not where we want to go on this one, especially with all the uncertainty happening. But who will you be as far as your internal world? Who are you going to choose to be? What are you choosing to focus on? Where are you going to choose to love? And where are you going to choose to maybe wrong some things that you've gotten off track with? So spend some time, really think about this. And as far as I know, I'm a sex and relationship coach, so everybody expects me to talk about sex and relationship. That's a piece of it. Are you going to be somebody who steps up, stands in their power, all of their power, their sexual power, their heart energy power, their intuition? Are you going to be somebody who stands in your power, or are you choosing to be somebody who's going to live in scarcity, fear, negativity, all of that ickiness? There's plenty of that already in this world right now. So make your choice, because nobody else can make it for you. So sending love to everybody out there right now, because I feel like I'm just hearing some really bad horror stories and just some really hard things going on. Hearing some beautiful things, some love and compassion and some holding of space and some fucking amazing stuff that makes me so happy to be a human and just be witness to some people's strength, some people's true core human strength. It is inspiring. My clients, my friends, my family, those that I view as my family. And so yeah, sending love to everybody. But outside of that, I will see you guys tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching or any of my events coming up, go check addisonbell.net. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you.